The Lord wants us to understand today, you know you're in his reach even when you're outside, because he'll give you confidence to stand strong despite your difference. It's easy to go with the flow. It's easy to follow the crowd. It's easy to assimilate into society's perspectives, but it's hard to stand strong in confidence. And when you are able to stand strong, it's an indication of the greatness of the strength that is within you. When we don't stand strong, it's because we are fearful of how others will perceive us and how others will treat us. The Lord would have me remind you today that fear is not a characteristic that he gives to his disciples. Fear is a tool the enemy uses to keep us from being all that God has called us to be. Fear is the opposite of faith. You can't proclaim faith in God if you're always scared. Listen, when I was growing up, I loved to watch Popeye. Y'all know Popeye the Sailor Man? Popeye always ended up in a mess. Always end up being picked on and looked like he'd be beaten up and the show about to be over. And when I think about many of us and the differences that exist and how we're outside, many are forced to change and not be where they are, it reminds me of Popeye. Because having to assimilate and adjust to try and meet the standards of the people to meet the standards people have created for you can beat you up and beat you down. But here's the thing with Popeye. When it seemed like it was all done, when it seemed like the battle had been lost and the enemy had won, he always seemed to find this can of spinach. He popped that can open, that spinach would go in, the muscles would flex in his arms and in his legs. And he'd declare, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish. Because I eat my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. So to all the Popeyes in the house this morning, the outsiders, if you will, here's some spinach so you'll stand strong in the confidence that God has created you to be. God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. The Lord is my strength and my song, and he has become my salvation. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increases strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. I don't know about you. I remember that I feel like Popeye. I feel like I'm getting bigger and bigger. Every time I remember that the Lord is my light and my salvation. Don't you let anybody tell you you're not worth it. Don't let anybody tell you you are not qualified. Don't let anyone tell you you're not worthy. You're strong with the Lord's strength. All he wants is for us to stand strong. Because no matter our station, no matter how outside the norm we may be, no matter what society says about you, no matter how you get treated, God has given you strength and confidence in that he created you uniquely. You may be outside, but you are in reach.